Your life.
Hey, welcome to the Bob and Tim Show.
Ding.
Tim, I need to go ahead and change, since I have no more storage, so that's not going to save this video.
Oh, it's not?
So, I'm going to go in there and change that.
No bueno. It'll probably be a good one. Let's see. I guess we're on. I see it
There you go.
on our thing.
So, we don't have a video coming up tonight, so we wanted to come out and
Say hey, since we didn't have a video. So what's everybody been doing? We're in Claremont, Florida, eating at Texas Roadhouse. Hopefully it's not too awful noisy for you and you can hear us. So we had to get on Facebook too in case any of those Facebook users come on and I can't tell who they are. I have to go onto Facebook and pull them up. There it is. So it says, Mike's on. How are you doing? Hi guys, from Billings, Montana. So is it still pretty cold up there? I bet you it is. Rick's on. He says, hey, Tuesday chat. Yep, we hear you. Okay, that's good. So I try not to talk real loud, but it's very noisy. So I can't even hear what I'm saying. So
all right,
anyway,
hopefully that'll be enough deleting because we didn't want to lose this because one of our best ones we ever did in the Sturgis, we lost it all because we didn't have enough memory on StreamYard to send it to
I don't think
YouTube.
we even had StreamYard, did we? I think it was just YouTube, and we lost it because it was over 2 hours. We're at Texas Roadhouse, so we already had our dinner. We got a drink. I'm getting a brownie.
Brownie.
We got a peach, something or other.
Fuzzy navel.
Is that what it
No, I
is?
don't know. Fuzzy something.
I'm always around. Ray's Model Life says. You're showing up a lot on my Instagram. I posted something on Instagram today. Everybody saw that. We went to Citrus, Showcase of Citrus.
Citrus of orange or something.
Citrus, Showcase of Citrus, I think it's called. And they've got the big four-wheel drive buses that they take you around the orange groves and show you Bigfoot country and all that kind of fun stuff. So Mike says, Tam, pet scan looks good. I'm very glad. Good news. I'm happy to hear that, Mike. It's always to get a good report back from your pet scan.
From the pet scan?
Pet.
Scan.
No, it's pet.
Is it for the animal?
No, it's for him. That's what they do. Oh, here comes mine.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's a big thing.
Enjoy.
See, I'm getting a brownie. Oh, she gave me 2 spoons.
None for me. Not a brownie type
He
guy.
doesn't like chocolate. I don't know. I don't know how we got together. Jim Tamplin's watching. Hey, Jim. Thanks for the pictures. We got them the other day. You post those at all? I guess I didn't. I didn't send them
You
to
got
you.
them.
So Jim took some pictures. Our event's going up. So we've got all the posts up, it looks like. And getting ready to put up, I guess, the chain link part soon. Hopefully next week. Or what's today? Today's only Tuesday. So maybe this week. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Some Jim says hi. He's on.
So this is just going to be a short. I mean, my penis. It's only going to be a short video because we got to. The restaurant's really crowded, and so we don't want to tie up the table too long. So I'll probably do about a 30-minute here, and that'll be it. But
So Frank's on. How you doing? Eat, drink, and be merry. Safe travels. You too. Where are you guys at now? Because I think you were going to go down to Portside for a while, and then I'm not quite sure where you were going after that. I don't remember. I have had a hard time keeping up with ourselves, much less everybody else. So he's the one that came out and saw the shop too. He's the other one. Him and his wife. They were going down to Portside. Then I
so
think
we
that's
got some. I'll go ahead and say where we're going tomorrow because it won't matter because we'll already be there. We're going to go to that museum that's over there in Lakeland. That the guy knows all about the bikes and gives great history and all that. We did a video a couple years ago and it really did really well. But when I made the video, I wasn't really there to film him. I wanted to film the bikes. I had no idea that he was going to talk like he did, where he gave great history of it and all the great stuff he told us about it. Well, we called him back up. He's like 90 years old now. And we're going to put a microphone on him. So that way we get really good sound. Yeah, we get really good sound. Good sound. So we're going to have a really great video coming out here in the next week or so. But I'm really busy. We're working on the handlebar bike, doing my video on that. That was a lot of work. We had like 4 cameras running, trying to get them all synced up and everything. And
well, mine, we try to leave them all run so we can just lay them all on the line and they all line up. but my camera kept getting hot, so I kept turning mine off and on. So
We filmed in Daytona.
it was hard to get it synced up. And I don't know. David Eastwood says, "Good evening, everybody. How are you?" Emery HVAC. So we never did call him, did we?
We have not.
What's up, guys? We are back home now. Snow and cold. Oh, that's
Not
what
here.
we're going.
We're heating up. Today was almost 80 degrees. We're over in Claremont. It's a little bit cooler. We went over today to what's that place called?
Haven.
Yeah, Winter Haven. Went over there. Had to go to Harbor Freight. Had to get a. Actually, I'm doing another video on a great tool to add if you're got a receiver hitch. I got something great that I found out, and it's the best $12 I ever spent. And I found it on Amazon for actually $1 cheaper. So I got a video coming out. It'll be a really short one. It might even be a short. I don't know yet. But I found that. We did that. And we thought, I'd like to have a good steak. So came to Texas Roadhouse. And a lot of people go, oh, Texas Roadhouse. Actually, we ate everything. There was nothing left. We ate it all. The only thing I didn't eat is the peel on the potato, which I'm not a peel eater. And some people do.
Well, he gets a bigger steak, and I just get the side salad, and then I cut that up and put it on it, and I have
cut some of my steak up.
And put it on my salad. And I have a steak salad. It's really good. And the ranch dressing was awesome. Real thick. Oh, it was good. So if you're ever at Texas Roadhouse, we recommend it.
Now you got to ask for the peanuts. They come in little bags.
They used to have them in a
and they give you a bucket. They usually give you a bucket. But I guess because maybe too many people are allergic to it and stuff like that. And two, probably because of COVID now, you get your own little package, but you got to ask at the door. I'm like, I seen somebody, when I went to the bathroom, there was cases of peanuts, but they were all sealed up. I'm going to ask for a couple bags before we leave, take them home. We got peanuts later. She's going to hide. She wants you to see her stuffing her face with a brownie. She's running down her chin. Somebody's having a birthday. Happy birthday. Isn't this the place to bring the saddle out and make you sit on it? So we ate here. Like yesterday, we ate with
Rod King.
Yep, Rod King. We ate with him and his wife.
And Marissa.
So it was pretty good. We had an afternoon. He helped me change my oil. He actually did a lot of the work. I was planning on doing most of it myself, and he's like, he crawled underneath the truck with me, and he's like, I was just gonna do it for you. So he's gonna have a special on if you'd like to get some of the Bob and Tam's oil that traveled from Arizona to Florida to Daytona. He's gonna put it in baby food jars and give you guys an option if you'd like to buy that special oil.
You thought he could make some money off us.
Never know.
People buy weird things. So.
You guys might want some of that special oil. Came from Arizona, traveled all the way across, went to the 82nd Daytona Bike Week, drove around there with the truck, and then we came back over here to Orlando, and even made it out to Leesburg in the truck. So you could actually cheat and say, hey, it was at the Leesburg rally too, but it really wasn't. But it was at Leesburg.
We did go to Leesburg.
Yeah, doing great. Mm-hmm. So, yes.
Emery says he's a buyer. They got up to 39 today. Craig did, and rain and snow tomorrow. House has good food. Oh, Roadhouse has good food. Yes, they do.
And so it was pretty good. And we're gonna get the bike out.
Gravel, Emery, from our shop if you wanted to do something.
Thursday, we're still looking for. I might be going to a motorcycle auction. I seen some pictures on it. This place must have 1,000 motorcycles they're auctioning off. And so we're having a little trouble getting us in. And I probably told him this morning. I said, just tell them I'm an employee of yours instead of being a guest, because they want you have to be a dealer to be there. But you can bring. When I used to go to the auction when I had the dealer license, you could bring people with you. You just had to say they were your employees. We're not going to film anything there because they wouldn't let you film nothing. But I'll just talk about it. Maybe I can take some pictures with my phone and stuff of what's going on. And he's wanting to buy a couple bikes while we're there. And but yeah, it might be good enough to where we might come back and spend some time here. I'd have to get a Florida dealer license to buy from that one.
Sue's number, Sue's house.
I don't know how expensive it is to get a dealer license. Usually you got to get a dealer license, plus you got to get bonded.
In case you don't pay? In case you don't pay?
No, the bonding is I don't know what the bonding is for. Bonding is usually it's license and bonding to where if you got hurt there or something happened, you're insured. Because
you can hurt anywhere.
They don't want you suing. When I said the tow truck, we had to be licensed and bonded. That way, if you damage somebody else's stuff, you had enough insurance to cover it. So that's what's going on tonight. Not a whole lot. We just wanted to come out because I didn't have time to get a video done. I'm working on the handlebar video, and I'm also working on one on the biker bar. I'm going to show you a little bit about it, tell you some of the experience I've had. We just had another problem with it, which I don't know if I'll put it on the video or not. And so that video I'm working on now, and we still got a bunch of other stuff I still got to finish up. Still got to do
Sons of Speed, Willie's Tropical Tattoo.
lots of stuff. I got my Willie shirt on.
Yep, Willie's Tropical Tattoo.
It's the Choco show in the world. Wait till you see the banners we have from Willie. You've seen the one,
Yeah.
but you didn't get to see the good one. Look at my video, you might see it.
Why?
Because I filmed it when I was walking by it.
Oh,
I don't know if it's in some of the other videos I've already posted, but not a real close-up of it.
you have changed a lot of tires for longer bars. You have to change a lot of tires for longer bars.
A lot of the wires for longer bars.
Oh,
I only went with 11
my
inch.
glasses.
I only went with 11 inch, so they just had a short extension that he had to put in. Other than that, everything else fed up to it. There was no problem with it.
And when he put in the phone charger thing, he put a whole bunch of extra wire in because he didn't know how big the wires were, or how long the bars were going to be.
So right now, everything worked out great. Like I say, I only went with 11. So he talks a little bit about it in the video about what you need and things like that. So it's a pretty thorough video. Right now, it's an hour, but I'm going to be cutting it back. I'm going to be taking some stuff out, different issues. There was a problem with my cup holder. I won't say who put it on, but it wasn't me. And they put in a lot of these kits that you buy, for instance, the cereal one, they have standard and metric bolts in there. You got to make sure you use the right bolts when you put it together. And the person that put it on really wasn't a mechanic anyway. It was just one of the salesmen and said, let me throw it on there for you. And never thought much about it. I never really took it off. And so when he pulled it out, he was like, threads were kind of messed up. We went down to one of the places. They got new bolts. That'll be another video I'm going to do just on that, just so people don't have a problem. If you're putting something on it and it has a lot of different bolts in it, you can usually tell the American SAE are going to be more, they're a little bit coarser threads, where the metric are more fine threads. So that's kind of a way. But one of the things he says is he don't know why they don't put them in a separate package and put one with M on it saying it's metric. So if you don't have a metric
He
bite,
said they just throw the 4 bolts in the bag with
I
it.
said, I don't know because I didn't open it up. We're gonna get.
Mike said, excellent video last night.
Thank you. And I threw that together kind of quick too. I didn't spend a lot of time. Well, kind of some of the stuff was stuff I've already showed you, a little bit of highlight. But I threw in some new stuff. Somebody was complaining about the guy that kind of was pulling down that girl's shirt and said that that's sexually assaulting her. And if that was just some stranger, well, it wasn't. It was the girl's boyfriend or husband or whoever it was with her. Right afterwards, she kind of flopped him out anyway. So she did that on her own. But I didn't put that on. That'll probably be on a Patreon
Famous
soon.
Finger says, hello, Bob and Tam. How are you guys?
Pretty good. Doing good here. We're in Claremont, Florida. I want to say Claremont, California. You're in Claremont, California?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down by LA somewhere.
I think it's out by, not Piedmont, Pomona, Ontario, Rancho Cucamonga.
So I wanted to come on tonight because I don't have a video done. I knew I wasn't going to finish the one anyway. I knew there was no way. I actually got it all on the timeline. I got all the cameras synced up for the sound. I only use one sound anyway, but you want to get to where if I go to a different sound, it's not like the old Japanese movies where, oh, you went that way.
Well, I hate that. Even on TV sometimes.
Well, sometimes
the news,
sometimes
the news, it's like, why isn't his mouth synced up with it? And it's live. It's like, I don't understand why the sound isn't synced up.
sounds
Nice
traveling.
riding in Claremont.
So we're going to do some riding, and so not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do that. If Thursday we don't go to the auction, we'll probably go out for a ride on the bike and do some riding around and figure out where we're going to ride to and stuff like that. So if anybody's out this way, you want to do some riding, might do some riding on Friday too. Saturday and Sunday, I don't know what we're going to do yet. Saturday, I'm probably going to go to Orlando Harley Davidson. If you're anywhere near a Harley Davidson dealer, This Saturday, this starts the 120th party for Harley Davidson. So pretty much, I didn't really know they were going to do anything, but our Harley Davidson, Mother Road Harley, sent me a personal invitation to Bob and Tam to come to the event this weekend. And I'm like, let me check and see if I got anything going on here. And they did. They weren't making a big thing out of it, just on their calendar. So we'll go over there Saturday morning.
Not so hot, not so flat. Oh, what does not so flat mean? Right in Claremont. Oh, not so flat. Claremont's not so flat.
And right now, traffic's really bad. We're on this, I don't know what this road is, the 50 or something out here.
50 and the 27 is
And
right.
the 50 was really nasty.
We
Wreck was on there.
Garden.
It was bad.
Everybody getting
Oh,
off.
we wanted to eat because if you ever ate at Maryland's Chicken in the Maryland's Chicken, really good chicken. They got them in Myrtle Beach. They got them up in Leesburg. There's one here in Winter Park, but they're closing up. They're going to be closed April 1st, last day. And we're going to go. I don't like to eat. Well, first of all, I'm not eating fried chicken in my truck. That ain't going to happen anyway. I don't really like to eat in, not that I'm a phobia about eating in the truck because we eat snacks all the time when we're traveling. But if I'm going to eat a meal, I don't want to eat it in the truck. So they said dining room was closed, drive through anyway. So I said, well, screw it. I guess we'll go over here, see if we can find a steak place. And we pulled it up and we picked on Texas Roadhouse. So that's where we're at.
Matt said he's in cold South Dakota.
It was today in Claremont, it was about 78 degrees. In Orlando, where we're camping at, it was 82 degrees. And tomorrow it's going to keep going up. By Saturday, we're supposed to be about 91 degrees. Humidity's supposed to come back, but it wasn't too bad today.
Bob, you guys are up in Pennsylvania, aren't you? I think if I remember right. They're the ones, Bob and Dee's ones that made me that strawberry rhubarb pie last year. I think actually, I'm eating my brownie. I think Bob made it. He didn't. I think he was working. Been there for that Maryland. It looks like it's a really place.
And a lot of places over there, they must have got a lot of bad wind during the hurricane. A lot of signs were blown out. I seen the CVS and their sign was all blown out. So they're really the oldest things sitting there. Everything on both sides of them are brand new. One's I think is the CVS, and there's a Hardee's or somebody next door to them. And so they're really they really stick out. So it's probably whoever owned it, sold the land, or I don't know what happened. We couldn't ask anybody. Like I say, we went to go eat. I pulled in and there's a big sign there that said drive-through only. The drive-through was full. There's already about 8, 9 cars sitting in the drive-through at 4:30 in the afternoon. So I wanted to wait a little later in the day to go because I wanted some hot chicken. I didn't want it. I guess now we'll have to remember to do it in Leesburg. Or definitely Myrtle Beach. Well, she likes Myrtle Beach better because
they have hush puppies. This one didn't have hush puppies either.
Neither does the one.
Yeah. The fried chicken's good, but man, those hush puppies are to die for. Good stuff. So Mike, he said, drank all that. Mike said he's been there forever. It is a little glass.
Normal size glass. Little glass. That was like a shot glass.
So Mike, do you live around here? Here's Charlie from New Hampshire. Because he said it's been there a long time. So he must know what we're talking about.
Well, have you ever been to Disneyland? You might have came over there. Because it's actually, if I was going to go shopping and stuff like that, I would go over there to the Winter Park area before I even did any business down there on the 192. 192 is just chaos. It's crazy. We went over there today to the mall. It's outside mall. And she went to Forever 21. There's like 2 people in there. Had a whole giant store to ourselves, look around. She went in, the daughter wanted stuff from
Bath and Body Works.
And there was a few people in there because they had 40% off today.
Everything in the whole store. That's unusual for them. It was their celebration day or something.
But because it was Tuesday, there wasn't nobody there. There's a lot of cars we were parking out there. We were able to park right in the front, so we weren't very far. Had to walk. We kind of walked around a little bit just to get a little exercise. Nice weather, and last couple of days we really haven't done a whole lot. Been in the trailer and working on videos, and but all we did. Haven't done a whole lot. And we went to lunch yesterday, or dinner, I guess that was dinner.
Changed oil yesterday.
Yep, got the oil in the truck all done. So that's all done.
So Charlie from New Hampshire said Fating.
There you go. It's Fating Nation. I've been saying it on every video. I even did it on the one. We filmed something today. Oh, the thing I'm talking. No, it wasn't on that. I don't know what it was. Something
The
I
thing
said
at
about-
Harbor Freight?
No, I don't think it was that. I already started the beginning of that. I don't
We
know.
did a beginning and an intro for something.
I don't know. Oh, the citrus place.
Oh, that's right.
We
We
just
went
stopped in
there
there.
too.
They moved it. If any of you ever seen that video from a couple years ago, we'll see how many people have been watching us for a long time. They'll probably say, "Oh yeah, I seen that video." We can click on it and see what he was talking about. But we did a video about 2 years ago, in between the rallies like this. That it was a place that was called I forget the name of it.
Citrus.
No, Showcase of Citrus. And it's a really neat place. It used to be right on the 27 here. And they had the big giant school bus. It's 4-wheel drive, both tires turn front and back. And they take you out in the swamp and show you stuff. And we did a video on that. And it was just a really cool place to go. Well, they've moved it now to where their house is at. We never got the chance to talk to anybody today. We didn't see the girl we talked to last time. So we kind of did a quick little video. They got a lot more animals now than they had last time. So maybe they had to get off the highways to get all the animals. They had kangaroos. It might have not been. It might have been those other things.
Wallabies.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
might have not been kangaroos.
I don't care.
They had some of them.
They hopped around and looked like kangaroos, but
They
that's my
had
favorite.
one of them big giant things that looked like part porcupine and part hedgehog. I don't know what that thing is.
It had a big long nose, kind of looks like a gopher. It had kind of a, I don't know, and then it looked like a porcupine, but it's huge. It looked as big as a pig. It was.
And they had some pigs. Some pigs that had some big balls on them. They were like soccer balls. We got that on video for you guys, so you can check that out.
Isn't that
That
nice?
he's ready to do some mating.
And then the lady was trying to take pictures and her phone fell in there and she's like, oh.
I didn't film any of that. I heard the lady, because I don't know, there was a little miniature pony there, and I guess it was kind of aggressive, where they give you like a bucket of food you can buy, and this horse goes nuts. Well, they were feeding some other animals there, and I guess the horse jumped on the fence, and the lady just dropped her phone.
But she didn't drop it right on the other side of the fence. It went in like probably 3 or 4 feet.
Oh, yeah, I heard him asking that guy for a
He
cane.
said, hey, there's an old man walking with, she said, can I eat your cane?
I took their pictures with their phone from. They wanted a picture of the shark, like they make sure you get the whole thing in there. Make sure you get it all in there. I did.
So Charlie says he got to ride today up there in New Hampshire. He wrote his new heritage anniversary home, working on a new video. There you go. That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to be looking for that. Daryl S. is on. He says, hey, Bob and Tam. New England Biker says, Charlie H., congrats. I have a 2002. They're about as old as my Mustang is a 2002. It's an antique now. It's over 20 years old.
You need to get some antique, but plates are cheap in Arizona for that. Half the cars have Arizona plates on, half of them have South Dakota plates. You know what you're showing you, stuffing that big old piece of brownie in her mouth. Don't just spit it out now. You gotta hold her hand over her mouth so it don't come out. Shove too much in there. Ate half of it. Damn. So, while she's trying to beat her face,
Good go.
right? Can't read it. Says, guys, how long have you been doing this going in the bike? How long have we been doing bike rallies? We started in 2020. Actually, our first video came out in 2019 in December. We were going to be a YouTube channel. We started out and came to Florida, went to the Tampa RV show, all that, met up with a bunch of other YouTubers that were in the RV business doing RV videos. And we've been to Sturgis a bunch of times. We always rode the bike. So with all her ailments of wrecks and ailments and stuff, she can no longer ride a bike anymore. She can barely be a passenger. So we got a toy hauler, went to Sturgis, and we blew up. So that's when we started in 2020, August of 2020, when we shifted to mainly being a motorcycle channel that covers mainly motorcycle rallies. Now we do cover other things in between that, but that's what our expertise is. We're probably the most
Information.
per people that you want to go to know information about motorcycle rallies. Nobody covers what we do. We are retired, and this is a hobby / a job that I do now. That when we go to a rally, we work the whole time. We get there 2 or 3 weeks before the event. We find you great information, and we put that out for you. Because if you ever go to a motorcycle rally, no matter even this little one that's in Leesburg, the stuff going on downtown, and the stuff that's going on at Gator Harley, and the stuff that's going over there in Useless, nobody has it all put together. There's apps out there, but the apps are only interested in selling ads. And that's at every rally you'll go to. Nobody puts everything together, and that's what we try to do. Everything from rides to the vendors to the entertainment to
Who's where?
yeah.
So Betty Mark says, no more snow in Iowa. Yippee. Amos Finger says, the brownie looks nice. It is very good. And it's still hot.
When you're saying no more snow, we used to live in the Midwest, and you didn't say that till after Easter was gone. Once Easter was gone,
then there usually was
but we have had snow in the Midwest after Easter.
Yep, it'd be the daffodils would be coming up, and there'd be snow all over them. Charlie says, hit that like button, please. Yes, thank you.
Here's Steven.
Yep, he says, God bless getting warmer. How about you? Yes.
Yeah, see, he's been posting some stuff there on his personal page about Murder Beach. They're getting ready for the rally up there.
And more like work, but deeply appreciated. Well, thanks.
And,
it's fun. It is a lot of work, but it's fun. And we get to meet all you guys, and that's the best part.
And so we try to do different things. We're going to change up things, which we're doing a little different now. We actually are trying to do a morning video, which I don't know if we'll do in Leesburg. There's not that much stuff going on in Leesburg that we probably won't be able to. We can tell you. Well, I guess we might do something. We don't know the bands yet that they're going to have. Usually they have like Big Engine will be over at Gator Harley. They have a few bands downtown, which I don't know who they were last year. They only did one day.
Local.
And
they only had one day.
We've never been to Leesburg when they were completely open. Ever since 2020, it's always, first 2 years there was nothing. 2020 and 2021, they had nothing in Leesburg other than Gator Harley and across the pond over there. And then they came back last year and did one day. So now we're going to have 3 days that they're going to have. Leesburg will be completely open downtown, and it is a really neat rally. It's more of a hometown rally, but they've got I don't know if it's called Main Street. I don't know what it is, but it's a really long street. It's the main drag coming through Leesburg. Got a lot of old shops and stuff on it. They got fenced areas that are there all the time, that they have like cafes that you can sit out on the other side of the sidewalk and eat. And so you can sit out there during this. They have a bike show at the end of town. A pretty good set of bikes there.
And they were supposed to have like not a beauty contest, but a fashion show.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. That wasn't much. And then they have a lot of stuff, and then they have a lot of vendors downtown too. Mostly more smaller venues. I think Mexi Philly, Marie's Bandanas, she's down there. Marie's Bandanas, like a chick, she'll be down there. I think does the upholstery.
Oh, Master Lugo.
Yeah, he's down there. Yeah, George has got a tent down there. Well, yeah,
he's got one at Gators too.
Yeah, and Gators really where you see the bigger vendors at. You're going to see more stereo people.
Bearing Exchange.
Bearing Exchange is there. All About Customs is there. There's a lot of them will all be at the dealership.
Thanks, David. David says no one does it better than Bob and Tim.
We try. We try like heck.
Dave Sean says, Bettine. Hand waving and saying Bettine. Hope to meet you both at Harley 120. I've been following for years. Thanks, Betty.
Now that'll have to be, if you want to meet us there, you have to get on Facebook, because Facebook is going to really give us all the information that's going on to give you guys, because we have no idea what's going on yet. We know right now we are not going to be at the festival grounds where they have the concerts in. We're not paying the money. We can't record the concerts. I mean, I really don't. For the few days, we're not getting there till Wednesday night, and we'll be pulling out on Sunday by noon. We'll be pulling out. So we've only got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 days to do all the stuff that we want to do. We want to hit all those dealerships. We want to go to the museum. We've never been to the museum. We're hoping through some of our dealers we can get a private viewing. I know there's a lot of different things that they're doing for the dealerships. And we haven't made that call yet because we want to give them a little time before we get there. But we got several of the dealers that have told us, make sure you contact us before the rally, and we will help you guys get set up with some things to do. So we're hoping that they'll come through with us. Because pretty much most dealerships, they're sending somebody that's going to it. Now, maybe you could be in some of these big dealerships that have, 25 dealerships. They may not be sending every single person because somebody's got to pay for all that. But mostly,
and that's the reason we're not going to be there like a week before. We were going to go there a week before, but the fairgrounds raised their price.
Yeah, it's like $80, $85 with taxes and everything that we pay in a night, and we just are on a budget, and we just got to watch what we spend to be able to continue to do this for you guys. So, but it's one chance in my lifetime. I don't know. I don't know how long I can ride. We're probably never going to get trikes. When we get to the point where I can't ride anymore, I'm probably not going to be doing this anymore. No.
I'll take another water though, please. Thank you.
And so pretty exciting, and we'll see how it all goes. And we're kind of excited. Those are two things this year I'm really looking forward to is the 120th, and
If
also
you guys know of anything too that we need to go to, Betty said we should do Brady Street. So yeah, if you guys know something that
Email
goes
us.
on, yeah. There you go.
yeah, no, quick run.
So anyway, that's where we'll be. And if you guys have been to Milwaukee before and know kind of the layout of the land and want to give us a heads up of what goes on and where and when, that would be awesome because a lot of the stuff that we find out is through you guys. And we really appreciate that because you help us get the information and then we verify it and then we give it to everybody else. So a lot of places to go and things to do, places to eat. You guys have told us about, and then that's where we go and check it out. And it's like, oh yeah, this is a great place, and then we tell everybody else. So, yeah, it takes a village. Is that what they say? So, with all your guys' help, we can get all that information out to people that's never been before. So, we really appreciate that. Thank you. So, water. Too much chocolate. I still got half of that brownie left. That was huge. So where are you? What's everybody doing this weekend? I guess it's only Tuesday, huh? Tuesday, yes. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to the museum, Huffman Museum. We did a video on that before, and we're going to do another video on it. We're going to mic the guy this time, so that way we'll be able to hear him better. And that way we'll bring you another great video of all those bikes he's got. The guy's 90 years old. His name's Don Huffman. And he still rides a two-wheel motorcycle. His son had a picture of him up on Facebook in February. And they went to some event, and here he comes riding up on his motorcycle. So he used to own Lakeland Harley Davidson, sold it a few years back, and I think in 2014 or 16, something like that. So he bought a lot of the bikes that he originally had in his showroom back from the people he sold them to, because they were bikes that he really liked, but at that time he couldn't really afford them. So now he's got a lot of those back. He's got a lot of military bikes, and he knows a lot of history about all that stuff. So that's where we're going to go tomorrow. And maybe on Thursday, we'll go to the auction.
Motorcycle auction. I thought it was a motorcycle and a car, but when we seen video today, the gentleman that's one of our subscribers, he's actually got a YouTube channel too, and we'll talk about that later because I don't know how well he wants everything out that he does this. Right now, the one guy said we can't go. You got to have a digital license. And then so I wrote him today and this morning and said, hey, just put me down as I'm your employee. If she could always stay at the trailer, she wouldn't
I don't
mind.
have to go.
She wouldn't mind. One more day, she can sit around and do nothing.
Sleep in.
And so we'll see how it all goes. That'll be on Thursday. But tomorrow we got to get up bright and early. Got to be on the road by 7.
So I said Royal Enfield just opened U.S. headquarters in Milwaukee, a block away from Harley Davidson. How about
There you
that?
go. Maybe we'll go check that out. Never got to ride one of those. I was hoping I went to it last year, a year ago in January. It was they had I forget what the thing's called, International Motorcycle Show, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they used to have it up in Los Angeles, up at Long Beach. It sucked. We went there a couple times. It sucked. Well, 2 years ago they had it at Orange County Fairgrounds because of the virus and all this, and it was. I had no idea. They gave us passes. Art came with me, and we had a great time. But there was like 15 or 20 different motorcycle companies there. You could have rode bikes. And I said, man, if they come back again in 2022 or 23, I said, I'm going. I said, we're going to go all 4 days that they had it. I said, because I'm going to do nothing but ride bikes all the time. The whole time, nothing but riding bikes.
Yeah, they didn't have it this year.
And well, they ended up, I think they're out of business. I think there is no more of them. When I looked on the website, I think they're all done. But I mean, it was a really good show. I don't know. Don't know what happened with it. Sometimes it happens. The promoters, somebody dies, they go broke, or whatever the case is, and they don't have the event no more. So anything's possible. But we've been, right before that, we'd been twice down in Long Beach, but we never, I don't think we did right. I rode the live wire which it wasn't the live
It
wire
was
at
a
that time.
prototype.
Yeah, you
Way
got to
before
ride it on that, what's that thing called?
Jumpstart.
Jumpstart. And I got to ride one back then. This is like, geez, probably 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time
Maybe
ago.
15 years ago. It's been a long time since.
It was
and-
probably before Tesla ever came out.
Oh, yeah, there really wasn't any electric cars, I don't think, at that time. And it was a test bike. And they weren't calling it a live wire, I don't think. I think it was just a Harley Davidson electric bike.
Electric motorcycle. Wasn't an electric bike.
Yeah, it was a motorcycle.
It was kind of cool.
Electric bike, because it wouldn't be a motorcycle because it didn't have a motor on it, an electric motor on it.
Well, still a motorcycle. Not like I don't know. We saw the poor UPS guy or FedEx girl, whatever she was. I think somebody bought 2 electric bikes, and she was trying her darndest to get them out of the truck. And I'm like, holy cow! Whatever it was heavy. I'm assuming they were.
So I had a guy today. I was looking at. I'm also on Facebook for Biketoberfest, and the guy's got a Can-Am, and he's trying to get everybody's opinion if they think it's a motorcycle or not. And I kind of wrote on there. I said, dude, if you got to ask for people's opinions and permission to ride your Can-Am to Daytona for Biketoberfest, you probably ought to stay home. I didn't get a response from the guys, but I'm like,
Roadhouse, medium rare, please. There you go. Let me see. They got porterhouses here or not. I saw ribeyes. No sirloin and ribeyes and a fillet. Hand cut steak. New York strip porterhouse. Yep, they do. Porterhouse T-bone. How about that?
how big a one?
6 ounces, $21.99. 8 ounces,
What's the big one?
$24.99.
Is that the biggest one?
8 ounce, yeah.
I mean, the 8 ounce here was
They
a
have
good size.
16 ounce prime rib for $28.
It's not bad.
A 16 ounce Fort Worth ribeye, $27.
And prices may vary depending on your location.
16 ounce sirloin, $23. But it's good. I mean, it was a good steak.
We would have got here a little bit earlier. We missed about 15 minutes getting the happy hour price for food. Would have saved $2. Ain't the end of the world.
Nope.
So, all right. Anybody got any more questions? We've been on a little more than 30 minutes. So we're going to kind of wrap it up here pretty quick because we didn't want to go real long tonight. We just wanted to do something because I don't have a video up for today. And
we don't want to get dinged by YouTube.
So we just wanted to kind of get something out there for you guys to look at. If you didn't watch the video from yesterday, highlight of which I ended up, I thought I'd get somebody to say something. Nobody said anything. The best bike week ever is what the title of it was in Daytona. And, I can't say if it's any better than it was before any other time. I mean, we covered a lot of events there. So it was, which it is, rally is what you make of it. And I tell people that say that all the time. Somebody just asked the other day on here, what's your number one rally? Well, the number one rally is what you have the most fun at and what you do. And sometimes it's better when you go with more people. The more people you go with, you have a group and you do things together and it makes you have more fun. Versus if you just go by yourself and you're just kind of trying to figure out what you're going to do and things like that. You could have fun that way, but not as fun probably as if you're in a large group or a bigger group. Even just a couple couples or a couple other guys go with you or whatever it might be. A couple gals, but it depends on what you want to make the rally because actually when you're riding your motorcycle, there really is, well, unless you're sitting in traffic out here, really there isn't a bad ride. Just getting on your bike and being able to ride. There's a lot of you right now with that snow on the ground, you can't even get out of the garage. You'd be glad to come down here and just ride out up and down on the highway.
Surface.
Yeah. And right around Tampa, just to say, hey, I got on my bike, it's warm, I'm having a good time. So I used to always say that too. There really isn't really a bad ride. Because even sitting in traffic, if it's not, 90 freaking degrees outside or plus, sitting in traffic is not the end of the world. It is tougher for us because we lived in California for those 17 years. We're able to split lanes. So it's like, if you ever ride behind me, you'll see me that way. I'm always usually on the inside lane. I'm on the white line when I'm at a stoplight or I'm behind cars and I'm already looking all the way down.
See where he can get in and out.
And I do see people doing it. Even in Florida, I've seen some guys splitting lanes at stoplights and stuff. And it is illegal. Arizona was supposed to pass it, which I don't know if they did or not, that you could do it only at traffic lights and stop signs. As long as the traffic was stopped, you could roll up to the front, which to me, that's not a big deal. That should really be legal almost in every state. because the traffic's totally stopped. You don't have to worry about somebody coming over. You can already look and see you got plenty of room to get through, and then you're ahead of the traffic. Once that light changes, you definitely got to look both ways because people run lights and then take off, and you're going to be way ahead of it because even if it's 35 miles an hour, you can get up to 35 miles an hour like that, and the cars are still sitting back there. So you can get way ahead of them, and you're more safe too. You're not around all that traffic because people will run this over. If you ride a motorcycle very long, you'll almost be. She did get hit. I've swerved several times. We had a drunk guy almost hit us, sideswiped us, and I kept the bike up.
It's still cold up there in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm in the same, Bob. That's what Famous Finger says. Hello, it's 2 for Tuesday. I wish. Not quite, but oh well. Taco Tuesday. We should have got tacos. You don't like tacos.
I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite.
The real Fender guitar behind you. Yep. It's cardboard.
Yeah, it's not real. What's that sign say? Guy smoking.
Corner. Kingston Corner.
It's kind of a neat looking sign.
Kent's Corner. So that's where we're at in Kent's Corner.
It's not really neon. It's plastic and it's painted, but doesn't it look just like neon?
Yeah, it does.
It's not. It's plexiglass and it's painted the different colors. And it does look like the way they made the especially the drawing of the guy, it looks like neon.
Yeah.
Very tricky there. I mean, if you took a quick look at it, you wouldn't know, but we're looking up at it so we can see the white edge from the plexiglass.
Spearhead, South Dakota was a nice 41. Well,
how's your snow? Is your snow up there in South Dakota? Is it going away yet?
Texas Roadhouse is the best food to eat for real.
There it is. Kawamoto. I watched one of his videos today. Actually, it was one from Daytona. He was yelling at those crotch rockets.
Claremont. We're in Claremont
right now. We're staying in Orlando.
And some of our RV friends are going to be in tomorrow. We posted that thing on Showcase of Citrus, and she's like, "Oh, you guys at the Thousand Trails Orlando?"
Actually, there's some of the people that we met when we first came down
here.
They
were one of our first 100 subscribers.
They did not have a YouTube channel, and they decided. I think they sold everything they owned, and
it's called our Everyday Getaway.
Yeah. And they were on something that wasn't really a TV show. I think it ended up being more of a YouTube channel. It was a challenge where a bunch of different YouTubers had to do stuff, and I never watched it.
But watch a few because we're gonna see them in a couple of days.
Well, apparently they're not watching our channel because they didn't know we were already here. So, but it is tough when you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to do stuff and make videos and stuff like that. It is tough, and they've come along pretty well. I think they got over 10,000
plugged in yet.
What that?
It says that would that be easy to get out of that?
It must be behind it. That one. There's another one too. There's a peace sign there, one too. See the peace sign one? Oh, yeah. That one I can see the wires for that one. This one must have wires behind it. I think they would catch us going out the front door with it.
Probably.
And the windows don't open, so I can't pass it out the window.
There's Bird Tracks. Howdy, y'all. No, it's almost an hour now. You've been on 45 minutes.
We weren't going to go very long tonight. So that
he always tells me that. We'll be home before dark.
We will be home before dark.
If you leave right now.
All right, so we'll wrap it up right here. Unless you got a question. And so pretty exciting. We're in Claremont, over here at Texas Roadhouse. I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. You can watch it again, get the commercials later on when I put commercial on it. And I don't know. Tomorrow's a big day for us. I don't know if I'm even going to have a video tomorrow night. I might have to go live again tomorrow night. Maybe we'll go live from this guy's place.
Oh, there you go. We could do that.
Do a short video from his place.
Yeah.
If he's got an internet. He's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, too.
I like one.
So we'll see if we could do something live from there.
Far enough away from Disney. Hopefully we'll have something. Bob, not much snow left. That's good.
Because normally that's the only good thing about South Dakota. Unless you live in Deadwood or some of the higher elevations, the snow normally doesn't stay around. When we talked to Rod, that's what he said. It's more, I think he said 2018 or something, they had a lot of snow.
Harley Museum. Karen wanted to know what was tomorrow.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Safe travels. Thanks, Famous Fingers. Russell Wood. Order the chicken fried steak. I know. I was thinking about that. We got that in the trailer, I could think.
Frozen ones. So with that, we're going to leave you. Tom can't
Stay away from those big mice. Oh, that big mouse. Mickey.
Yes. Well, we are going to go to Disneyland. 2 of our subscribers actually work there, and they're going to get us in one day, maybe next week. just for a few hours. I've never been to the Animal Kingdom, and actually that's where he works. He works on the rides and stuff. And so it just kind of show, just to say I've been there. I've never been there. People say it's really cool. It's really neat. And we're not into rides anymore. We're not really into the big crowds either. But
Lakeland. It's in Lakeland. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks with us. We really like
you want to
hanging
try
out with you
again?
guys. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
And that's a take.
That's a wrap.
Bye.
Gotta hit the button. Button.